Hey, I hope you're having such a good week. We are going to be getting into the energy of astrology for this month for August 2021. And then we're going to be getting to the full moon reading, an in-depth reading of all 12 signs with an animal totem reading for each of them. And there'll be timestamps below so you can skip ahead to your personal reading. My name is Yuko. I'm a holistic astrologer and I specialize in location astrology. And you can find a link below if you want to find out your lucky locations and places in the world. So let's get into the major theme for August, which is reconstruction and rebuilding. So it's an amazing time to look at where you are trying to push ahead full force. And this could be a time to take a break from pushing forward and for you to check out where you are aiming for and where you're going. Saturn is in retrograde, and this is an energy that is working overtime right now. And Saturn, some of you know, is a very karmic planet. It is about hard work. It is about lessons, and they are learned the hard way. I'm a Capricorn sun and also rising. So the ruling planet is the sign of Saturn, and I am very familiar with that energy. So we can typically think of Saturn as the building block planet. When it's moving forward, it puts pressure on building something new. And when it's going in retrograde, like it is right now, it means that it's going backwards. And it can be a time of pulling down structures. So, like ripping apart things that aren't sturdy and need rebuilding. Saturn can be a pretty harsh teacher. So, it may not be a super fun time while these things that have holes in them are being revealed, but it is very karmic. It is very important. And like Saturn is such a good teacher. So just get the lessons, do the things, and just know that this is happening for you and not to you. So that's something to remember. And that's something that I often say to myself. It's not happening to me, it's happening for me. So just believing in the lessons that are clearing the way for your future. And we can either kick or scream and force things to stay the way that they are, or just learn and get the lessons and rebuild something even more beautiful than you could have imagined that it was going to be. So let's take a look at this month's full moon, which is also called a blue moon, and it's coming up on August 22nd at 5:01 a.m. Vancouver time. So it's going to look full on the nights of August 21st to August 23rd. So you've probably heard the term blue moon, and that's because this moon, it doesn't happen too often. This is the first full moon of this is the third full moon in a season of 4 full moons. So July's full moon was at 1 degree in Aquarius, and then this full moon is in 29 degrees in Aquarius at the very end of the sign. So it's really, really strong Aquarian energy happening right now. And we can talk about this Saturn retrograde again, because this is something it's a very big energy. And if there's something that you're trying to achieve or release, tapping into that Saturn retrograde energy from what's blocking you from achieving your goals is awesome. It's a harsh teacher, so things could feel a little bit difficult, like I said before, but just don't resist letting go. If it's meant to go, just let it go. And with the sun being in Leo and the full moon going to be in Aquarius, it's a real opposition of bold Leo energy and Aquarius energy being cool and detached. So battling it out. You could ask here, when you relate it to your life, is there a battle in your own Leo expression of what is shining, what is wanting to be the star, be in the spotlight, being adored and recognized? And then the Aquarius energy that is in you, that is around you, of the emotional detachment, of wanting to take a back seat and not being the one to like stick your head out first. So there's a real opposition, and this is the time to sort of tap into how do we bring it into a complement. And there's a really nice alignment actually that's happening after the full moon. And this is a really harmonious one with Venus. And that's the planet of love and abundance, and Saturn, the planet of longevity. So if you have a list of commitments that you would like to tap into, to do with love, to do with abundance, this is a really great time to do that after the full moon, after the August 22nd. And you can release in your life what you need to release in order to make that happen. So something to do with love, with beauty, and with building. So let's get into the signs and what this full moon energy is going to bring. And you can check out your sun, moon, and rising sign for a deeper reading. And if you don't know what your sun, well, hopefully know what your sun sign is, but if you don't know what your moon sign or rising sign is, just let me know and I can help you do that. And there's lots of sites online as well that you can just type that in and you will get your chart spit out to you. So let's get into it. And of course, like there's timestamps below, so feel free to skip ahead. You don't have to listen to everybody's signs, but you can also get some insight on the people that are in your life as well. If you have somebody close to you, you can get a understanding of what they're journeying through during August and during the full moon that is coming up. So Aries, my fiery, spontaneous friend, this full moon is happening in your 11th house. And this house is about friends, social circles, groups, and wishes. So it's reminding you to find balance between indulging yourself and remembering that there may be some people in your life that might need your attention too. This is also a perfect month for networking, making connections for work, and moving yourself into your future mission. So with the connections that you make. And your animal totem, I had the zebra up. Your animal totem, where is this? It's the fire ant. Okay, so the fire ant. And this, can you see it? There we go. So the fire ant symbolizes that you might be feeling like you are working too hard, or you are probably actually working too hard and burning out. And ants are very sensitive. They are super sensitive. So you don't have to feel like you have to pretend like it's not getting intense. And so do what you need to do in order to get into a better place for self-care and getting out of that rat race and taking a step back and breaking free from any imbalances that you might be feeling in your life. And believe that no matter what you have done or you haven't done, the best days are still out in front of you. Taurus, my grounded, confident friend, this full moon is happening in your 10th house. And the focus of the 10th house is your ambition, your career, and how you make your mark on your public goals and your goals and public life, your recognition. So it's a time for you to step out of the shadows and into the limelight. You might want to do some investigating on how to move ahead in your professional career. Maybe you want to be starting something new or just diving deeper into your career. This is all that house matters. And if you really have faith, just keep your trust and keep the right attitude. Be grateful. The universe is going to be opening some doors for you this month and moving on as well. So so keep your faith, believe, keep the right attitude, just practice gratitude, and the universe is going to be opening some doors for you very, very soon. Your animal card is the unicorn. And the meaning of the unicorn is a symbol of magic, of mystery, of romance, of positivity, of childhood wonder. And the unicorn is asking you to release any fear that you have of the knowledge that you have deep inside and that you possess. Like you're more powerful than you are letting on. And the unicorn reminds you that you have these abilities and these are blessings. So be a unicorn in a field of horses. You are unique, you are exceptional, you are rare. So go do the thing. Gemini, my airy, talkative friend, this full moon is happening in your 9th house. And this is the house of travel, of study, of broadening your mind. So this is a time to get really honest with yourself and step back, look at the big picture and see where you want to be. And is where you are where you want to be. It's a great time to try something new and go beyond your everyday routine and studies. So maybe there's something that you wanted to look into to take a course on. Now is a great time to do that. So your animal totem is the snake, and this is a beautiful animal. This is to symbolize your highest potential. This is about awakening untapped potential that is in your life. And just imagine, what would it look like if you woke up all the potential that's inside of you? The snake card appears when there's no more time to waste. It's time to just release the floodgates. You have an incredible gift that is deep inside that is wanting to come out and be a light to the world. Cancer, my watery, loving, and warm friend, this full moon is happening in your 8th house. And this is the house of birth, of death, of transformations, of sex, of joint finances. So there's could be a really amazing time to reinvent yourself and to have a rebirth, to look into your shadow side and release something and be the new you, like shed whatever is old and wanting to be released. This is an awesome time also for finding balance, for paying attention and recognizing that the universe is there. It's sending you blessings. That your animal totem is the zebra. And this is a beautiful card. This is a magical creature. This symbolizes creativity. Maybe there's something in your life where you can see in between the lines, see that gray area that maybe not everybody can tap into or to see. So today is a really or this month is a really good time to use your mental agility to like solve problems that you're trying to figure out, finding common ground and being that bridge. There's a quote from Ruby that I feel really called to share with you. That goes back to the zebra totem and beyond our ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field and I will meet you there. So there you go. You're exceptional. You are rare. So go do the thing. Gemini, my airy, talkative friend, this full moon is happening in your ninth house. And this is the house of travel, of study, of broadening your mind. So this is a time to get really honest with yourself and step back, look at the big picture and see where you want to be. And is where you are where you want to be. It's a great time to try something new and go beyond your everyday routine and studies. So maybe there's something that you wanted to look into to take a course on. Now is a great time to do that. Your animal totem is the snake, and this is a beautiful animal, a beautiful symbol of reaching your highest potential. This is about awakening. This is also about tapping into the inner potential that is inside you as well. And just thinking about what would it look like if you woke that up? What would it look like if you just unleashed all the inner potential that you have inside? So the snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. There is so much untapped energy that is happening within you right now that is wanting to be released. Just trust that you have an incredible gift deep inside that's wanting to come out for you to be the light in the world. Cancer, my watery, loving, and warm friend, this full moon is happening in your eighth house. And this is the house of birth, of death, of transformations, of sex, of joint finances. So there's could be a really amazing time to reinvent yourself and to have a rebirth, to look into your shadow side and release something and be the new you, like shed whatever is old and wanting to be released. This is an awesome time also for finding balance, for paying attention and recognizing that the universe is there. It's sending you blessings. That your animal totem is the zebra. And this is a beautiful card. This is a magical creature. This symbolizes creativity. Maybe there's something in your life where you can see in between the lines, see that gray area that maybe not everybody can tap into or to see. So today is a really or this month is a really good time to use your mental agility to like solve problems that you're trying to figure out, finding common ground and being that bridge. There's a quote from Ruby that I feel really called to share with you. That goes back to the zebra totem and beyond our ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field and I will meet you there. Two worlds touch. So there you go. Leo, my fiery head turning friend, this full moon is happening to you in your seventh house. And this is about partnerships, about business, about one-to-one relationships, marriage alliances, and also enemies. So this could be a time to invest some energy into the other people that are close to you, into your significant other, your business partners. Somebody during this time needs your attention. So this full moon can also bring closures. So closures to things, to relationships that could be coming to an end. This could be friendships. This could be business partnerships, just like some kind of close relationship to you could have a feeling of outgrowing, like there's just the shoe doesn't fit anymore. And your animal totem is the stingray. And the stingray represents a pivotal point in personal growth. This is a moment that has come where you can decide to stay between the old world, what's comfortable, what's familiar, and then releasing that and stepping forward and making some big decisions to to be your highest self. So this animal is really asking you to break some old patterns and to stop that cycle that's going over and over and over again. So use that stinger and be decisive and end that karmic pattern and cycle. Virgo, my grounded perfectionist friend, this full moon is happening in your sixth house. And this is happening in the house of your daily activities, your health, your routines, service to others, alternative health. So this is a time for you to see yourself for who you really are, your good points, your flaws, your shadow side, your higher self. So how are you living day to day as well? So it goes back to the routines. Are you living in a healthy way, exercising, getting enough sleep? This full moon for you is all about taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. So the fish, this is your card, and this is about movement. This is about freedom. This is about a change of focus. This is about anywhere in your life where you might feel like you're being lost in the currents. Maybe you're feeling restless, or there's some slippery relationships as well. With all of the vast waters around you, the spirit of the fish can feel lost without clear goals, without intentions. So this might be an amazing time to set some clear goals, to find your peace, and to search for those calm waters that are going to carry you towards your highest purpose and for the highest good of all. And just know that you have the tools inside of you and around you as well to create the life of your dreams and to reach your destiny. Libra, my airy diplomatic friend, this full moon is happening in your fifth house. And this is about romance. This is about creativity. This is about kids, pregnancy, and risk taking, and really honoring yourself and your own expression. There could be a lot of emotion going on for you right now, and it could be a time for you to pour your heart out and pour your energy into a really creative project and take some risks and allow things to shake up your life and be open to the blessings of birthing something new into the world. So the animal totem for you is the scorpion. This is your animal totem for this month, and this is about passion, about determination. This animal is asking you to come clean about your feelings so everybody can heal, so you can get back to your true self and not be in a place of deception to others or even to yourself. So there's a quote from Rumi that I feel called to share with you, and this is to be kind, to be honest, and the harmful poisons will turn sweet inside of you. Scorpio, my watery, mysterious friend, this full moon is happening in your fourth house. And this is about the home, about family, about where you belong, where you feel settled. This is a time for really nurturing your environment and where you live and where you spend your time and where you feel at home. So about redecorating, gardening, tidying up, getting new sheets, and spending time with your family or those who you feel like they are your tribe. So it could be also about finding where your Jupiter and Venus lines are for astrocartography. If you are interested in moving, or if you are living in a place where you don't ever feel like you are at home, astrocartography can help you with that. And I can help you with that because I know how to do it. So reach out if you want to learn how. So the cobra is your animal totem for this month. And this represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The cobra is watching over you, is hovering over you, is present, is ever loving. So you might be feeling alone, but just know that your inner cobra is inside of you, and it's wise and it's ready to learn and it's ready to take action. So this is also a time to ask yourself, is there anywhere in your life where that you might have been feeling trapped, like you're in like a those like baskets that the cobras are in, or that you are feeling like you're being hypnotized by somebody's gaze. So this could be an opportunity to break that energetic cord that might not be for you, and to look inward and to look at your own inner truth. And there is a quote that I feel from Rumi that I would like to share with you. And there is a fountain inside of you. So don't walk around with an empty bucket. Sagittarius, my fiery, adventurous friend, this full moon is happening in your third house. And this is about communication, about trips, about transportation, siblings, and neighbors. So it could be might have travel on your mind. This could also be a good time for you to learn about astrocartography, to find out where your lucky places are. So you can go there and you can avoid your difficult places that could have big karmic lessons that you might want to avoid. So this is also a powerful time for communication. So if there's anything on your heart, Sagittarius, I would encourage you to voice that, to look into some nonviolent communication if you were hesitating, if you want to learn how to communicate in a nonviolent way to be heard. And so you can hear in the most harmonious way. So your animal totem is the tarantula, and the tarantula animal spirit is it's kind of a, it's a pretty intense animal. And this animal comes up when a big decision is about to be made. So maybe there's something in your life that you're really ready to face, you're really ready to take action on. So this animal is, the tarantula is reminding you to be patient, to be calm, to really listen to your own truth. And your heart already knows the answer. So just follow your intuition. Don't over intellectualize or hesitate. Quote from Rumi, the heart is a temple where all truth resides. And Capricorn, my grounded, hardworking friend, this full moon is happening in your second house. And this is about cash, properties, possessions, what you value. And this full moon reminds you about the balance of that and what you do for others financially and what you do for yourself. So you can take a look at your income, you can take a look at your debts, about what you feel your self-worth is and what others pay you. And is that your value? And what are your values? What are you offering? So those are all some questions that you can ask yourself, Capricorn, during this time. And if you're also ready to make a major purchase, now is a great time to do that because it's about possessions. And another thing to look at is if there's anybody that you feel has power over you financially, this could be an opportunity for you to break free from that. Your animal totem, Capricorn, is the nightingale. And this is a really, really sweet animal. I was excited when this animal came up because this is about this simple bird, like a simple brown feathered, it's not super flashy like parrots or some other birds, but its voice is so magical. And it reminds us that even if you don't feel like that flashy bird, your voice is still important and it's healing and it's magical in its own right. So the nightingale is asking you also to bridge the gap between your heart and your voice and allow the truth to flow through you and to turn it up and let it out. So a quote for you is, sometimes in life, a fog sets in and you might feel like you don't know which way is the right direction or which way to go. And there's voices around you telling you it's not going to happen or this and that, but just trust that you have a promise in your heart and keep believing and tap into that nightingale energy and allow your truth to come out. Aquarius, my airy, free thinking friend, this full moon is happening in your first house. And this is about your appearance. This is about the way you come across and your social mask. So it's all about how you show up in the world. And you could be feeling a little bit emotional this time as your truth is coming out and it's coming to the surface and it's hard to stuff down. But just remember during this time to say yes to yourself and also yes to your inner child, and anything that is wanting to be stuffed, take a look at that. How long has that stuffing been happening? I mean, maybe it's months or years or decades, or these things have never been voiced. So now could be the time to do that and to really take a look at what you're presenting to the world and how you're showing up. So the animal totem for you is the wolf, and the wolf it's a really powerful, I mean, they're all powerful animals, but this one especially, because it's about well-being for the longevity of the pack. It's about activism, about mentorship, about teaching, humanitarian efforts. And this animal is really asking you to practice embracing all and excluding nobody, remembering your tribe and who your tribe is. What you do to invest in yourself and also the ones that you call family. It's also a time to remember to focus on yourself and not just everybody around you. That seeing the lone wolf to find balance between the tribe and also to find balance between taking time for yourself. And that's okay if you want to feel like the lone wolf sometimes, because sometimes if we are just giving so much and looking after everybody around us, we're not accepting the help and accepting the peace as well that the universe is trying to share with us. So this month, remember, say yes to people when they offer you help, because that is actually the universe trying to offer you a hand and show you that you don't have to do this alone. Pisces, my watery visionary friend, this full moon is happening in your 12th house. And the 12th house is, it's a little bit of a more intense house. This is about self-sabotage, about fears, dreams, the inner self, meditation. You might be feeling right now that your life has been very busy and you are wanting to take some time out. And this is the time to really do that self-care and to do that self-reflection, because if you're feeling exhausted, just making time for some alone time, for some balance is amazing. If you've been having like extroverted tendencies and just going beyond, it's a great time to look within and just really enjoy that solitude and nature. Even if it is not in nature, it's just staying at home and watching your favorite Netflix show. That is also self-care too. So the animal totem for you is the camel. And I love this animal spirit because this is letting you know that you can do absolutely anything, because with the camel, it carries with it everywhere nourishment. So if you feel that you're in a desert, that you're in a long journey, that you're doing this kind of alone and the oasis is not going to come, just remember you have all that you need inside of you, like the camel does. It has nourishment inside. Even the excess heat could be related to like judgment or pressure that we feel from other people. You can survive this just by putting one foot in front of the other and just being resourceful, independent. You know that you are a survivor. You have all the nourishment inside already. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have an amazing August, and I hope it's meaningful and transformational and all the wonderful things. The full moon in Aquarius, you got this, and let's be the best that we can be. And if you want to work with me personally, check out the links below. Astrocartography is my favorite. So if you have any questions about location or lucky places, please ask away. I also have a monthly membership as well that you can join and be part of the community. Thanks so much, and see you next time.